Well, hello, folks. Welcome to another episode of Whiskey Calling here. Kind of a fun night tonight. It's a Monday night. Kind of sitting back and relaxing. And I kind of thought to myself, I need to start a new Scotch infinity bottle. So I've kind of had this decanter sitting around and haven't been using it too much, surprisingly so. So I thought, hey, why not get it going here and do a Scotch infinity bottle, document it for you guys as I'm doing it, and then take a sip and let you know what I think and how it tastes. So that'd be kind of a fun thing to do. So I'm just going to kind of knock through some of these scotches. It's totally random. I'm not overthinking it at all. I'm just going to see where it ends up and kind of have some fun with it. So I hope you got to jam yourself, sit back, relax, enjoy something yourself, and any sort of Scotch, or if you've got your own Scotch infinity bottle, maybe get that out and kind of have some fun with it. So anyways, I'll put the glass over here for later and to test as soon as I'm done. So you know what, why not go, and I've kind of got a lot of Scotches along here. This is kind of my Scotch section here of the bar here. So the basement bar. So let's just kind of get it rolling here. How about, I'm going to start with a little Speyburn 10. Going to give that a shot here. I'm just kind of free pouring. I'm not going to be super exact with it. Just kind of get things rolling here, and basically just fill up this decanter is the whole idea here. And I'm going to try it now and then let it sit for a while and try it a little later. Let's throw in a little bit of a Tamdhu here, Tamdhu 10-year. Throw that in there as well. Yeah, that's also a nice one. That'll be nice. I've never I can't recall if I've ever really done a Scotch infinity bottle before. I've kind of experimented with bourbons and rye and kind of mixing bourbons and rye up a little bit. I can't remember doing it just a pure Scotch one. Macallan 12, throw that in the mix. Maybe Macallan Amber as well. Add that in there. Okay, actually, good opportunity to kind of just subtly show off my a bit of my Scotch that I've got here. Oh, geez, spilled that one a little bit. Okay, and I was thinking, in the past I've thought, for a Scotch infinity bottle, maybe it's better to have non-peated and peated. But I was just thinking earlier, to hell with it. I'm just going to kind of throw it all together. I'm going to have some peated in there as well. But yeah, here, so why not start with some Ardbeg 5, Wee Beastie? And what I might do is just be a little bit more, hold back on the peated ones a little bit, because I know they can really take over. So I'm going to try to keep it just a little bit more subtle on the peated side. I do love peated whiskey, but you put too much in, and it could start to get awfully peated awfully quickly. But just a hint of it and a little bit of it in there is going to be I'm hoping it'll be a nice touch. We've got some Peat Monster here as well. Speaking of peat, really been enjoying this blend from Compass Box. Just put a little dash of that in there too. Okay, and then I guess I'm going to throw some blends into a blend here. Going some Johnny Walker Black. Throw that in there. Johnny Walker Green and Johnny Walker Gold. Might as well just throw all three in there. So talk about a blend on top of a blend. That's the Johnny Walker Green. And sometimes in the past, when I'm working with an infinity bottle, I might like to take a bit of a base, base whatever I'm working with. If it's rye, if it's bourbons, whatever. Maybe a bourbon that I'm not necessarily, or rye that I'm not necessarily in love with, but it's kind of, it's not overly powerful, but it's a nice base to start with. And sometimes fill up, a third or half of my affinity bottle with that, and then kind of top it up with all sorts of interesting stuff. In this case, it's kind of fun here. I'm just going to go with, kind of almost semi-equal parts with all these different kinds here. Here's a Johnny Walker Gold. Really been enjoying this, by the way. It's probably my favorite of the 3 Johnny Walkers I've got here. It's got a little bit of peat in it. So does the black, the Johnny Walker Black. Throwing in some Lismore 18 here as well. Get that rolling. Yeah. This Lismore, tried the first time and thought it was a little bit underwhelming, but I tried it again the other day and I really kind of enjoyed it actually. So it'd be interesting to see how that bottle on its own kind of just comes together. Cragganmore 12. I really do enjoy this one. Actually, I haven't had it for a while. Probably savoring it a little bit. Wouldn't mind trying a bit more of a cask strength Cragganmore as well. This is, I think, a 40% only. But I like the flavors in this one, especially for 40%. It's quite nice. Okay, Benrike, the Smoky 10. This is a nice one too. There's a nice balanced whiskey. It's definitely got some peat in it, obviously, smoky. But let's try that. A little bit of that in there too here. Again, just be maybe a little bit more subtle with how much of the peated ones I put in. Belveny 12. Really been enjoying this one as well. Kind of got a really nice, almost semi-fruity yet kind of deep oakiness to it. That's kind of a nice combination. I think this has been aged in bourbon casks, I believe. 2 distinct casks. First cast is oak sherry. Okay, so here we go. This one starts, traditional whiskey casks, and then sherry. Okay, so I don't think it is bourbon, sorry. For some reason, there's something about the way this one comes together. It's almost like, it's called double wood. It's almost like it's got a little bit of a bourbon sensibilities to it in a really nice way. Okay, well, why not mess around? Ardbeg, Corey Vrecken. That's not messing around. I've actually got a couple other scotches upstairs that maybe I could have, would have, should have brought down here too. But, hey, you got to start somewhere. Okay, actually, we're starting to get close, pretty full here, actually, pretty quickly. And so here, let's touch up on some of the Iran 10 here. Let's try that sucker. Okay, the other thing I think I want to get in here, I've got a couple of Taliskers here that I want to kind of put in, because they have, to me, a little bit of a saltiness to them, a sea saltiness to them that I don't really get from too many other scotches that I've tried. So I really want to get that going. Talisker single Scotch, is this a distiller's edition? Double matured, double Vicheminute. That's French, I think. Double matured. I live here in Canada, so everything's got French on the labels as well. Sometimes it's hard to tell what's going on. Okay. Talisker Storm, single malt. Yeah, it's got a couple different Taliskers going on here. Let's get that rolling. Okay. And then you know what? I don't know if I love Octomore, but Octomore is pretty strong, pretty peaty. This is Octomore 10.3. How about just a dash of that? Why not, eh? Lovely. Okay, so which other ones should I go with here? You know what? I think this Glenmorangie here, 18, extremely rare. I find this one's got a nice spiciness to it. So I'm going to get a little of that going. What else here? What else? What else? Let's go with some Glendronach 2009. Age 10 years, I believe it says there. Let's try that in there. All right, you know, I'm going to put a little bit more of that in there. And how about, hey, you know, this is a good little mix is maybe some Auchentoshan. Let's get some of that going in there. This is the single. Trying to see which age 12 years. Yeah, let's try that. This one I haven't had for a while. I don't mind the Auchentoshan, but I find it sometimes can be almost a little bit too sugary sweet for me. But again, you know, but not totally. I do like it. But yeah, again, it'd be a nice mix to throw in there. You know, how about a little bit of Teachers here? It's a Highland cream, high impeded malt. Sort of get that rolling as well. But it's a blended Scotch. All right, folks, that is pretty much, it's pretty much full. The decanter is full, folks. Hope you're enjoying something yourself. Okay, I'm just going to put that on top there for a second. Let it sit just for a second or two, and we're going to pour it and see what it tastes like. I'm curious. It'd be fun to let it sit there for, you know, a month or two or however long, and slowly let it settle in a little bit. Cheers, folks. Let me see what it smells like first, and then let you know what it tastes like. You know, kind of actually a bit of a muted nose. Definitely get some peat in there. Yeah, just kind of an interesting blend, I would say, in general on the nose. See what it tastes like. Wow. Yeah. It's kind of fun. There's definitely some kind of a really nice, interesting combination of flavors. Definitely getting some, you know, obviously you haven't had a really chance to let it sit for long enough, probably. And so probably getting a little bit more of that Teachers at the very top. They just poured kind of that creaminess, a little bit of a maltiness to it. But as you sip into it, like, the second part of the sip, there's all of a sudden this, quite a wide variety that I'm tasting here. Let's try it again. Yeah, I'm getting a very, very easy drinking. Nothing really, really jumping out at me in a major way. It's sort of like some of these flavors have sort of, mixed together, and it's not really extreme. But definitely, yeah, now as I'm talking, getting a little bit more spice, a little bit of a spicy kick. There's definitely some peated sensibilities there, but definitely some fruitiness, you know, and just sort of an interesting mix, actually. Hmm. Yeah, you know, the stirred sip, more of the fruit's coming out. Just a really kind of nice, you know, actually some of that Talisker salt I'm starting to taste now too. I mean, probably, obviously, I'm tasting a little bit more of the last 3 or 4 I put at the top. But I'm definitely getting some of that. It's interesting. Be really nice to let this settle. Maybe mix it up a little bit and let it kind of just kind of really settle into itself. You know, it's kind of fun. You know what I mean? Like, it's a totally unique bottle here. We'll see how it kind of settles over time. And folks, I hope you got a Affinity bottle yourself. I hope you're enjoying a dram tonight yourself as well. You know, and really hope you have a really great day, and we'll see you again soon, folks.